recorded calls, it get tricky on this war phone. Can't wait till the day that I come home. Doing time behind these walls, I wouldn't wish it on nobody. Life on pause, but the clock still rolling, hey. Stepping down on the gas, but feel nothing. Soon enough, you just get numb to it all. You can't walk this time off, don't get involved with the law on some real shit.
I done dropped the ball, I admit it, Cause I done got some family I ain't talked to in a minute. It get tricky on recorded calls in the building. And I don't want the law to hit me all up in my feelings. So I just fall back, become numb to it all. Laying on my bunk, counting cracks in the wall. Knowing that they tapping on my calls, make it hard for me to talk. But I swear to God, I love y'all.
It's your boy, T-World E-Lo. Thank you for tuning in to Prison Files Podcast. Please hit that like and subscribe button for notifications of future fire content. Now let's kick back and relax while I take you inside the deepest corners of the California prison system. It's your boy, T-World E-Lo. I'm back with another one, man. I got a special guest in here with me today, man. I got my boy Big JD from Sacramento. Man has a story. Unfortunately, many people, languishing away in the confines of California prison system do. I won't go into too much detail about it. I'll let him, give you guys the insight. But man came in with 11 years to do, and 30 years later, he is still incarcerated. And, PDCR is the trap, man, And it's so easy, and it's happened so many times, man. I've seen people 6 months to the house, end up catching life and never go home. So here it is now. JD's got 30 years in, and he's still here. So, brother, thank you for joining me today. All right. Man, go ahead, take it away, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself to my viewers, man, that might not know you, and go ahead and give you a little backstory, bro.
Right now, this is JD from Sacramento. Like homeboy said, I've been down for a minute. I came with a little bit of time and went straight to the little 4 yards. The 4 yards were like life and death. Back then, it was like predator and prey. There was no rehabilitation. So like,
what year was it when you came here?
It was in 1994. I just rolled doing an 8-year sentence for taxing the creek that was in my neighborhood. And I wasn't out for 2 months, and some other creek tried to come at my kids, and I ended up killing a guy and got manslaughter. 11 years. Then went straight to the little 4 yards, and from then on it was like stabbing after stabbing. You know what I mean? Go to the shoe, come right back. It's like a revolving door. I was 35 then. I'm 65 now. Yeah.
Those days right there, man, it was, prison. See, the youngsters coming into prison now, they don't know what prison was, right?
Right.
You got so many programs now and so much stuff that you can do to, I think to better yourself. But back then, it was none of that.
None. And I went to board last year and a half ago, right? I had groups in already. I went with a lifer friend of mine. I wasn't on lifer yet, and had groups. You know what I mean? And none of that mattered. You know what I mean? I still got shot down. Bored that morning, in the hole that night. You know what I mean?
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember
that same night. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a trip. Hey, bro. Back in those days in '94, what joints were you bouncing on?
I was in all of them. I was Sneeze Valley, the hard one, Sneeze Valley, Pelican Bay, New Folsom.
Yeah.
I went to them all. Mainly Sneeze Valley. I was like stranded here.
Right.
I kind of screwed up from the gate, put a hardship in for there. Cause I was originally from Santa Cruz. I was born and raised there. Moved to Sacramento in '85. Married into the Hells Angel family right there, right? And then came to prison and been stuck here ever since,
Yeah. So you had 11 years. So you came in '94, and you would have been home in what, 2005?
I would have been home in short with the fires. I've been home in like 16 years.
No, well, you came in. You said you had 11.
I had 11, but I had like a 5-year prior on it.
Oh, okay. They gave you the nickel prior.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 year wobblers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still, I've been home
Yeah.
20 years ago.
So what happened, man? So why you still in here sitting with me today?
I was in, okay, for instance,
You don't got to go deep.
Okay, when I got validated, right, they didn't put me in the walk-alone cages like you do. They remove you because you're not regular DPs or shooting anything, right?
Yeah. Once you get validated, so what my viewers at home so they understand. So once you get validated as a prison gang member, now they give you indeterminate shoot term. Well, they did back then. Like when I got validated, when the brother right here got validated, you get an indeterminate shoot term, and you automatically get slammed. You go into Pelican Bay, or Corcoran Shoe, and you're segregated. So you got hit with a validation pack in what?
Right. Yeah, Smooth Valley, right? Okay. And instead of them put me by myself walking on, so they shipped me to the shoe, they left me on the group yard.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that at that time too, so my viewers know, Green Wall was, and for those at home that don't know what the Green Wall is, that is the gang within the correctional officers in CDCR.
Right.
They have their own gang. Right.
Undercover gang.
Yeah. Corrupt officers, that set up, what we call dog fights, gladiator wars. It was big in Corcoran at that time, but they actually, a lot of people don't know, they started in Salinas Valley.
Salinas Valley, I was coming back. I stabbed a guy on the yard before I left the shoe. Yeah. Right. So I'd be transported back and forth to the shoe, so I could basically take things back and forth in the line to the shoe. You know what I mean? Okay. On one of their trips to court, I got to the R&R at Salinas Valley, and all the green walls in there, like 16 of them. I knew some of them, they're never in there, Yeah. So anyway, they told them put me in tank 3. I looked on tank 3, there's one guy in there. Yeah. Right. So he wasn't chained or nothing. I'm shackled up. I'm fixing to get my ass handed to me. He didn't make a move or nothing, so I think maybe I'm tripping, right? So I went ahead and stripped out. Start put my socks on, and one of the green wallers call over there, and it's to him, say, "Where you from, homie?" Right? Yeah. So I'm so and so from San Jose, right? Well, we had like a 5-year war going on at the time over there. Yeah. Right. Anyways, so I thought, man, here we go again, right? So I stood up, KO'd dude, right? Give you 25 life for it, for a fist fight.
25 life.
25 life, because I knocked you out. He didn't fight back.
That's crazy.
It's off the chain.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I really want my viewers at home, man, to really think about that, right? Especially those of you that have been in a fist fight out in society, right? So maybe you were at the bar and somebody was, a little too drunk and got at you sideways, or got at your wife sideways, or something happened and you got into a fist fight, and whatever happened, you guys go your separate ways. But now imagine getting 25 years to life in prison for that fist fight. And that just goes to show, man, that anything can happen, anything is possible, especially out in society, man. You might hit somebody the wrong way, they might die, and you might get life, In here, though, it is the disproportionate judicial system is at work at its best, for individuals in here that are catching cases. 25 to life for a fist fight, man, is just it's crazy. When you could have been home, you had 11 years soon, missed the fire, and would have been home.
Yeah. I got grandbabies out there. I got kids I wasn't there for. What led up to that, right, was I had the yard, right? Yeah. And I gotten orders from the back to have a cockpit, right? Yeah. Anyways, I did that, right? So they was going to make sure I walked out of the life sentence. Yeah.
So whenever it has anything to do with an officer, man, it is deep, bro. It's definitely deep, But the man that you once were is not the man that is sitting with me here today. Exactly. And I really want to highlight that because I've seen the growth, bro. Yeah. Ever since you went to board, you got that denial. I've seen you putting in the work. I've seen you putting in the effort. And I've seen coming and talking to me, man, about groups and wanting to change and make sure you give them what they're requesting of you, so the next time that you get home, you get back out there to your family. And so salute to you for that, man. I commend you for that, most definitely, bro. And what does it feel like, man, after going through everything that you've gone through and then getting the 25 to life for a fist fight, man? There's got to be a lot of hopeless situations, man. The denials at the board,
It is, right? And like, a lot of this got to do like the way I look. Yeah. Fully tattooed. Yeah. You know what I mean? 10 years ago, I didn't think I was ever going to get a prison. Yeah. You know what I mean? I lived every day like, you know, I don't know if we cuss on this thing or not. You know what I mean? But, you know, I'm fucking saying. You know, if I didn't want to do it, fuck you. I want to do it. Yeah. Now it's coming to haunt me. It's coming, and you know, and that's the main thing. Then is
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
we have to utilize foresight, man, and 100% will gain wisdom from that in which that we have went through. Whether it was things that we endured or things that we actually did, utilize that wisdom and that hindsight to aid our foresight on putting us into a trajectory, man, of positivity, growth, betterment, and the understanding that just because you once were somebody, you don't have to be that person for the rest of your life.
Exactly. I'm not that same person. I mean, I found God and everything. Yeah. You know?
And so, you know, and it's crazy too, man, because, you know, I run the tattoo removal program here, you know, for my viewers at home that don't understand. I'm getting my tattoos removed off my face, my head. The brother right here, you know, he has a lot of tattoos. You know, he's slung back, full. I got a full shirt. He has a full shirt. But he's got full forehead, full cheek,
armpits,
head,
cheeks, everything.
Yeah, you know, and you haven't been able to qualify for the tattoo removal program right now, man. And I think that's a big disservice. And I've been working on that to try to get individuals that's trying to turn that new leaf over, you know, in a position to where they can start getting the laser treatment. And, you know, and I'm still working on that. But because I think 100%, man, the look, you know, you got the big goatee, you know, the big boy, but 6'2". Yeah, you know, yeah. So you know, that whole look, man, it does a disservice to the person that you are today, because you have the remnants of the man that you were 20 years ago.
I can't get rid of my spots. You know what I mean? Yeah. My mind's changed. You know what I mean? My spot's still that guy that walks in the door. You know?
Yeah. You know, so, and that's a big thing, man. And I like my viewers out there to know, especially those that might be younger. You know, if you're thinking about going out there and getting slung back and you think that's cool and that's what you want to do. I mean, I'm all for tattoos, man, but make sure whatever you get, you want to have that for the rest of your life, and it portrays you as the human being you are, not who you want to be to fit in, or, you know, who you've become because of situations, but inside your core morals and values. You know what I mean? Let that reflect throughout your tattoos. But okay, so moving on, man. Me and you got a thing in common, bro. We both like to ride bikes. I'm a Harley guy. You're a Harley guy. Yeah. You know, so you were out there in Sac, man, riding around, huh? Yeah, I go around Sacramento. My wife's uncle was springtime president. You know, he was 80 president of Sacramento chapter, right? Yeah. Before that, I rode with a support club down in Modesto. So I've been that my entire life. You know, yeah. Fast money, fast everything. Yeah. Everything. And so, man, it would be amazing, the human beings that we are today and what we've been through, to be able to get back out there in that wind and get on that bike and, you know, go out there, be with the family, and, you know, that would be amazing, man. And I think, you know, that's something that we both need to keep on the forefront of our minds. And, you know I do, and I know you do in a lot of conversations that we've had, man. And, you know, 100%, bro, you know, have to navigate the system with thoughts like that, you know, at the forefront, because in here it's so easy, you know, to, like you said, get into that hopelessness, bro. Because it's denial after denial after denial. Yeah, you know, it's like the middle. Like, if you're down on the 4-yard, you got no choice. You got rules. You know what I mean? If you don't go by the rules, then you're victim. Yeah. Bottom line, you know. So like, I got 210 points right now. I'm in a facility with level 2 points, and little guys with level 2, 3 points. It's clear, right? Yeah, I told I got 210 points. I'm like, what the? You know what I mean? And I had almost 400 on the 4-yard. You know what I mean? But it just shows, man, to knock down 200 points, bro. Exactly. You're on the right path, bro. Exactly. And no matter how many denials you get, you know, and no matter, you know, how much you think the deck is stacked against you, you just got to keep fighting, man. I haven't quit. You know, I pretty much accepted the fact, maybe, well.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
is getting my kids to accept the fact that their dad might be here forever. You know what I mean? Because of the way things are.
That's not gonna happen, bro. I see good things in the future, bro. But we got the 60-second mark, so you know how I always end is a message for the youth, bro. What would you tell the kids out there?
I would tell everybody out there, just think it through. Don't act on impulse. Think it through. Think it all the way through the end. You know what I mean? To like how you're going to come out in the end if you do what you do.
All right. That's good. That's good advice, man. And 100%, man. You know, I appreciate you taking down and doing this with me, brother.
Likewise.
Blessings.
Yep.
And thank my viewers, my listeners.
Right. That's right. Thank everybody. Right.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Prison Files podcast. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button and stay tuned. More fire content is on the way.